Afternoon. Before we get this started, I'd like to start with a prayer. God help us. Amen. Thank you. All right. Before I
Disrespectful.
get this meeting to order, it's 12:59.
That was disrespectful.
Before I get this, we'll call this meeting to order at 12:59. Roll call.
Mayor Eric Garcia,
Here.
Councilor George Garcia,
Present.
Councilor Zachary Gutierrez, absent,
Yes, ma'am.
Councilor Fred Rodarte,
Present.
Councilor Beverly Michael.
Here.
Okay, before we get this, I'd like to do some housekeeping. I would like to move item number 1 above the closed session because there's a lot of people here that want to speak. And to respect for them, because we don't know how long it's going to take to get this closed session done, out of respect to them, I will move item number 1 to the top of the executive session. Can I
Mayor,
get a
you
motion?
need to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, I'm
first.
sorry. Pledge of Allegiance, I'm sorry. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All righty. So with that said, if I could get the public safety moved to the top of the items, respect for the people in the audience, I would, motion please.
I'd like to make a motion for approval of agenda items, removing item A, the litigation, Matilla versus City of Grants. It's not germane to our meeting today. And also the discussion on public safety until we have the chief of police and the finance director in place. It's an important discussion. They should be part of it. And it's also not germane to the meeting today.
I second your motion.
Wow. All righty, roll call. Councilor Gutierrez. Councilor Garcia.
Yes.
Councilor Rodarte.
Yes.
Councilor Michael.
Yes.
Okay, we will take off public safety, so that's not important. And we will take off Matla and versus City of Grants. Citizens to address the council. So at this moment, I will step down as the mayor and I will let Councilor Garcia take over as mayor pro temp. And I will join the citizens as for a comment.
Point of order. You're not a citizen. You're the mayor of Grants.
You are acting as the mayor running this meeting, and so I would advise that you save your comments for when the council discusses this.
Okay, so then how about I'm gonna just step down from this meeting, and I'll let you continue this meeting there, Councilor Garcia. I'll step down from the whole meeting.
That's
You
fine.
still would not be able to speak though, right?
Yes, I
He's
will.
still a citizen of the City of Grants and gets to make his public comment if he's not
What they're trying to
participating
do
in
is
this meeting.
Silence me, people.
We're not trying to silence you. You're allowed to make your comments publicly here at this meeting as the mayor.
Well, I want to address it as a citizen, because that's the problem we have, that I was a citizen, not the mayor of Grants.
You can't separate the two.
Yes, you
The
can.
citizens can't separate the two. That's the problem.
You can, sir. I could step down at any time to let you take over, and I could step down and be a
Mr.
citizen.
Mayor, feel free at any time to recuse yourself from the meeting.
I would advise the council to make a motion for the mayor to recuse himself from this meeting and vote on that motion if the mayor is so inclined.
I will make a motion that the mayor recuse himself from the meeting. There's too many conflicts of interest. There's just too
No,
much
what are
going
you
on.
recruiting from the meeting?
My
But I could still.
motion is that he recuse himself for the remainder of the meeting. Then, yeah, that's it.
So you don't want me in the closed session?
If you're removing yourself or recusing yourself
Yeah.
from the meeting, then you're recusing yourself from the closed session, yes.
Call for vote.
There hasn't been a second.
I'll second it.
Further discussion?
Hold on. Yeah, I recuse myself from the meeting. Thank you. But I am on the list right here.
The motion is now moot. Let me just get the timer for 3 minutes.
Okay, with the mayor recusing himself, we'll proceed with the citizens to address the council. First is Eric Garcia, item public safety.
Hello, Mayor, Mayor Pro, and councilors. My name is Eric Garcia. I'm coming today as a citizen of Grants, New Mexico. You councilors have been challenged by many to what are going to do about public safety. I'm sure residents like myself have reached out to you and asked, what are you going to do about the safety in Grants, New Mexico? It's getting out of hand. I've heard that some news channel did a story about me. I want to ask you, Councilor Michael, you, Councilor Garcia, since Mr. Cedillos came to voice his concerns, what have you done? It's okay. You don't have to answer. I know the answer. You have not done nothing. I want to say it's not cool to one of you 3 councilors to spread the rumor that I'm mentally unstable because I went to rehab last year for mental health. You know, I did go because I didn't want to be a statistic. I know what it's like to hit rock bottom. My company, Grassroots, have helped many people just like Mr. Curtis. I have even have people who have turned their lives around from meth and alcohol, and now they work for me. So I'm not a monster, as some of you are calling me. So Thursday, one tried to kill me 3 times while on my bicycle. I called for help 3 times, and no quick response at all. Where are all the cops? On the 3rd attempt, officer witnessed and apprehended the suspect. The officer, after taking my statement, said, "Sir, it's my day off, and we have no one to take her in. The courts will be in contact." I was like, wow, let me get a head start then. Let's just say I'm a concealed person. Headline: driver gets shot in the head when trying to run over a pedestrian on a bicycle.
Nice threat.
So Beverly, you talked about the city getting sued last week. Yes, it possibly can happen by my wife or another family because you can't provide adequate safety to the community. I could have lost my life. I'm a prime example. During all this, I'm thinking about this little girl that got critically injured, the little girls that got critically injured and lost their parents on a high-speed chase due to a drunk driver. That little girl is my daughter's best friend. I'm happy to say she was at our house this weekend and celebrating my daughter's birthday. Them little girls are fighters with a beautiful smile. After the accident, the fire department told me it don't look good, but we got them out as fast as we can and loaded them to the hospital. It was Jesus Christ and our first responders that deserved the credit that night. I believe we need more. You councilors took an oath of office to serve and protect our community. As far as what I see, you are breaking your oath if you can't provide for the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the list, Megan Marquez.
Hello, my name is Megan Marcus. Hello, my name is Megan Marcus. Quickly, a bit about me. Testing.
Can I get you up here, Ms. Marcus, and then I'll get this microphone? Be careful right there.
Hello, my name is Megan Marquez. Quickly, a bit about me. I was born here in Grants, raised here, left at 18 to Florida in 2000. returned here in 2010, met my husband, and married in 2018, and started a family. I was employed here at the Escalante Station. I have background in corrections, education, and coal-fired power plant operation. I am currently a stay-at-home mom of 3 children. Much like many in the community, I'm invested here in this town. My family, home, and life is here. I care about public safety, and I care about my family's safety in this town, and I'm here to address the Council on Public Safety and the conduct of Mayor Eric Garcia. First, I'd like to start by saying I'm proud of Mayor Garcia. He has been honest, transparent, and forthcoming about his plans for the community, his goals for this area, and even his past opportunities and learning experiences. He cares about this town. He's involved in the daily matters and concerns of its residents. He is one of the most community-oriented council members I have witnessed. I have seen Mayor Garcia, along with a few others, such as Mr. Windhorse, Gunny, Mr. Gutierrez, actively working in the community. He has been seen cleaning up debris in our ditches, picking up trash, cleaning and doing repairs in the cemetery, serving at the senior center, cutting down trees, along with actively participating in community watch, and I'm sure many more tasks that we haven't witnessed. The recent incident involving Mr. Mayor Garcia and the questionable gentleman shouldn't be so quickly judged. Mayor Garcia should be commended for taking action first by reporting this incident as a citizen in this community. He witnessed suspicious behavior, and when the man became irate and attacked him first by throwing rocks, he handled himself in a manner in which I would hope all of us would have the right to do, which is to defend ourselves. We should not be allowing criminals to be threatening and hostile in our streets. Mayor Garcia took action. On the video, we can observe the man had a needle and a white substance in a baggie. It was noted that this substance...
Thank you, Ms.
All
Marcus.
right.
Kevin Brom?
You can use that one now.
Good afternoon, City Councilors. My name's Kevin Branham. I have the 1912 Market here across the way. I also run multiple businesses here in town, and then also have a tenant at the coffee shop, that runs a business within my own business. I'm a little bit astounded at the lack of response in this city to people that are walking up and down these streets, harassing citizens, harassing tourists, and what it means for the future of Grants, New Mexico. I'm concerned that because we've done nothing, we have situations like were just discussed at hand. This individual probably should already been locked up. Let me know to you why. There's an ordinance. Let me bring to your note ordinance number 283 on the books. It is for a public nuisance. I would suggest that all of you look up this ordinance, because many of these folks should be spending up to a period of 90 days in jail for the fact that they are harassing people on private and public lands within our city. I hear nothing can be done. I hear we've already picked that person up. I hear, oh, it's them again. However, from what I read, we should not be having to deal with them multiple times within our community. I would like to go on record that my youngest employee of my business, within about a 2-3 week ago period, was actually approached in the parking lot of my business and threatened by one of these individuals, asked for money, and she jumped in her vehicle and promptly left, and then notified me after leaving the parking lot right here. If we're going to have a future for Grants, New Mexico, and we're going to have businesses that are open for business that can pay the gross receipts tax that is going to help fund public safety, if that's what's being proposed, we need to have businesses open. Not to mention, we need safety of our community and the individuals in it. So I challenge each of you to take the public safety in this community and take it seriously and do what it takes to do so. I will also say I'm not in favor for a tax, and I will not be. I think there's probably other places that money can come from stagnant programs moved over and increase public safety within our community. I think that's probably a better approach and idea for our community. But I ask you to do something. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Branham. Mr. Daniel Poor?
Good evening. My name's Daniel Poor. I have Las Hoyas Apartments, and up until a year ago, Maxine Storage. I've lived in Grants for over 30 years. Like the people, like most of the people, but the few that are slipping through because the gross receipts tax is not good for our image for anybody in Grants. Because you have a bad experience, you're going to blame the whole town. It's not your fault or your fault, it's our fault. And I'd like to say, as in relation to Eric Garcia, our wonderful mayor, if you don't have a right to protect yourself, look, the guy made a bad decision. The guy who threw rocks at Eric made a very bad decision. Sorry, he got on TV. Maybe for him that was the highlight of his day. I know Eric works way too hard and has plenty of things to do other than go for the gross receipts tax. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Poor. Mr. Leo Martinez?
Listen, I'm talking to the council here about a drug problem we got in Grants. I've had this problem. I look at it every day. It's across my street. And I've called the police department, and they ain't got time for it. I've called the highway patrol. They ain't got time for it. What I'm addressing here is somebody's got to have time to do their job. And we got you there, people in this office. Hey, all I'm asking, do something about it. We have a drug problem in Grants, and nobody's talking about it. You know what? You're up there for a reason. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? We can't play politics no more. Let's do the job here in Grants. There's a lot of kids out there suffering. This traffic that I get, it's constantly at night, during the day. These kids are going over there and getting something. I don't know what they're getting, blue pills or whatever. But I'm asking you people, man, let's do something about the problem we got in Grants. And as far as Eric, I think it's all politics you guys are playing. I'm done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, citizens that address the council. We do take them to heart. Okay, next item on the agenda is the movement to go into executive session. Do I have a motion?
If the council agrees, I didn't make it in time to sign the sign-in sheet, and I would like a chance.
Oh, I will motion and roll call to vote to go into executive session, and that pursuant to New Mexico State Statute Section 10:15:1, only the following matters will be discussed in closed session. Item A was removed. B, limited personnel matters, concerns raised of Mayor Eric Garcia's conduct.
I'll second it.
Roll call? Councilor Michael?
Yes?
Councilor Rodarte?
Yes.
I vote yes.
You just made a comment about appreciating and wanting to hear from
all for coming. Very much.